welcome back. We're so excited to be worshiping with you today. Have y'all been enjoying this? I know I have. We're about to go into our favorite part, action songs. So get ready, make some room, and on the count of 3, we're gonna say, DJ, roll that beat. 1, 2, 3, DJ, roll that beat!
that stands divided. I have decided, in a world that stands divided, I have decided. With my hands and my feet, with my heart and my voice, I will follow Jesus. With my life and my song, I have made this my choice. I will follow Jesus. In a world that stands divided, I have decided, yeah. In a world that stands divided, I have decided. stands divided. Let the church stand united. If you're with me, let me hear you say, I have decided. With my hands and my feet, with my heart and my voice, I will follow Jesus. With my life and my song, I have made this my choice. I will follow Jesus. No, no turning back. No turning back. I have decided. No, no turning back. No turning back. I have decided. No, no turning back. No turning back. I have decided. No, no turning back. No turning back. 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 No, no turning back. No turning back.
Hey POBC kids, I'm so glad you're tuning in with us right now. I know you're all super excited because a very special holiday is coming up. Tell me what that is. Yep, Easter. Talk with your family about what your favorite part of Easter is. All right, your favorite part of Easter might be coming to church. It might be spending time with your family. And I know we all love Easter egg hunts and just having fun with our friends. I know this year might look a little bit different, but we can still have fun and remember the real meaning of Easter. And we're going to do that with you guys today. All right, y'all ready?
Ready.
All right, so we have a very special scavenger hunt. If you've never done a scavenger hunt, you get clues and it leads you to the different pieces of the hunt. So what we're going to do is read our first clue together and see where it's going to lead us. Are you ready? All right, here we go. To find the first egg, look in the place where you can run and play ball at a fast pace. Where at church can you run around and play ball? Where at?
Outside.
The gym.
Outside or the gym? Let's go look in the gym. Come on, let's go.
Hey guys, I found the egg. Yay. Why is there a donkey in it?
A donkey. What does that have to do with the Easter story?
Didn't Jesus ride a donkey?
You know what? Yes, he did. And look, I've got the scripture right here. It said, Jesus sent 2 disciples, saying to them, go into the village in front of you, and immediately you will find a donkey tied and a colt with her. Untie them and bring them to me. If anyone says anything to you, you will say, the Lord needs them, and he will send them at once. The disciples went and did as Jesus had directed them. They brought the donkey and the colt and put on them their cloaks, and he sat on them. Most of the crowd spread their cloaks on the road, and others cut branches from the trees and spread them on the road. That's from Matthew chapter 21. You know, in Jesus' day, only kings and really special people got to ride in on a donkey. Okay, so for them to do that for Jesus was putting him in a place of honor. And so that was a really respectful way to welcome him into the city. All right, let's see what we're going to do next. Do you see a clue anywhere?
Yeah, found one.
Oh, good. Let's read it.
For egg number 2, all you have to do is look where you can play pool and ping pong too.
Where do you play pool?
Pool and ping pong.
The game room.
The game ring.
Yeah,
Okay, let's go.
I found the next egg. Sounds like there's money in here.
Money.
Silver coins.
Ooh. Okay, silver coins and the Easter story. Let's think. What does that have to do with the Easter story? Money, Easter, Jesus.
Oh wait,
Judas. Oh,
I have a Bible verse that talks about it. Matthew 26:14-16. Then one of the 12, whose name was Judas Iscariot, went to the chief priests and said, what will you give me if I deliver him over to you? And they paid him 30 pieces of silver. From that moment, he sought an opportunity to betray him. So it sounds like what happened was some people who also didn't like Jesus paid Judas to turn him over because Judas valued money more than he loved Jesus.
Wow.
Because he was greedy.
That's sad.
That is really sad. Oh, look, another clue. You are doing great. We are having a ball. For egg number 3, look where you may find bugs on the wall.
That's a
Bugs on the wall.
Outside?
Like mosquitoes?
No, okay, somewhere in the church, where we can go and there's bugs on the wall.
Wait, where do kids play? Where do
nursery?
kids play?
The nursery. Come on, let's go to the nursery. All right, we found the next egg. Let's see what's inside.
More money?
Okay, it's a tiny silver cup. Okay, the Easter story in a silver cup. Anybody? Thoughts?
I don't know.
Okay, well, someone had to drink from it. Any ideas?
Oh, maybe when they ate together.
When the disciples and Jesus
And
ate
Jesus
together?
ate together.
Maybe so. Let's
Like
read.
in that picture?
Yeah, like in the picture.
Yeah. Here, let's see. And he took a cup, and when he had given thanks, he gave it to them, saying, "Drink of it, all of you, for this is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many in the forgiveness of sins." Matthew 26:27-28. So, Jesus had a special dinner with his disciples, all 12 of his best friends. They always ate together, they did everything together. And as they were eating, Jesus stood up and gave them a cup. And he said, "I want all of you to drink." So he passed it around, and all the disciples drank from the cup. And then he said something that was really hard for them to understand. They were all very confused. And he said, "The wine in that cup is my blood." But he didn't mean that they were actually drinking his blood.
Right.
It was actually a symbol or a picture.
Oh, gotcha.
So basically, he wanted them to remember the special night and his promise that he made with them. He was making it to them and to everyone else. And do you know what the promise is? Stay tuned and you'll find out.
Here we go.
Oh, a clue. You found egg number 3. No easy feat. Now head to the place where you can visit and eat.
Where in the Family Life Center do we visit and eat?
In there.
Oh yeah, that activity center?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Hey guys, I found the egg.
Yay. Let's see what's next.
It's prayer hands. Why?
Praying hands. Okay, what part of the Easter story do we have someone praying?
No idea.
Praying hands.
It's by Jesus.
Jesus. Yes.
In the
Is it the
What
garden?
There was
Oh,
a garden.
Yeah,
There was
okay,
a
wait.
garden.
It was a garden.
Let me read this. So, and they went to a place called Gethsemane, and he said to his disciples, "Sit here while I pray." And he took with him Peter and James and John, and began to be greatly distressed and troubled. And he said to them, "My soul is very sorrowful, even to death. Remain here and watch." And that is in Mark chapter 14. So, after dinner with his disciples, Jesus took them to a garden. He asked them to stay there and pray while he went to a different part of the garden to pray. He began to be really sad and just kind of scared because he knew what was going to happen soon. He knew that he was about to die. Jesus was willing to die, for he once said, "No one takes my life from me, but I lay it down on my own." That's in John. You see, one of the remarkable things about Jesus was that, like no one before or since, he was both God and man at the same time. The God part of him was willing to die because of his great love for us, but the human part of him didn't want to experience that. He knew that he was going to suffer by dying on a cross. He, just like what we should do when we're afraid or scared or sad, he prayed.
Wow, that's a lot of love that God showed for us to be willing to go through all of that just for us, right?
That's
Right.
crazy.
I wonder what the next clue's going to say.
Oh, I
Where
found
is
it. The next egg is waiting for you where Pastor and Brother Ryan sit on a pew.
Oh, in big church.
The big church.
Big church.
Let's go.
Picture.
Look, I found the egg.
Let's see.
It's a whip.
Okay, I think we all know what that part of the Easter story is talking about. Let me read a verse. Then Pilate took Jesus and flogged him. That's from John chapter 19, verse 1. When Jesus had finished praying in the garden, the men who were scared of him came and took him as their prisoner. Then they brought Jesus to Pilate, their ruler, and had Jesus whipped. Jesus hadn't done anything wrong. We all know that. But the men who wanted to kill him were afraid of losing their power. They were scared. They didn't want anyone else to follow Jesus, and so they took matters into their own hands. This is a sad part of the story, but thankfully it doesn't stay that way. Let's see what the next clue says. Oh, there it is.
Hey, I found it. You'll find egg number 6 with ease. Just head to the place where Brother Brad strikes the keys.
Brother Brad strikes the keys.
Brother Brad.
Keys.
Keyboard,
The
right?
keyboard.
Okay, piano.
Ooh, let's go to the
Piano.
keyboard. Come on. Let's go.
Hey guys, I
Alright.
found the egg. It's a chicken or rooster.
It's a rooster. A rooster. What does that have to do with the Easter story? Anybody remember? Anything about the rooster crowing?
The 4 times, 3 times?
He crowed 3 times. Do you remember which disciple it had to do with?
Peter.
Peter.
Oh.
Good job. Good
I
job.
got so close.
All right, let's read. This is from Mark chapter 14. But Peter began to invoke a curse on himself and to swear, I do not know this man of whom you speak. And immediately the rooster crowed a 2nd time. And Peter remembered how Jesus had said to him, before the rooster crows twice, you will deny me 3 times. And he broke down and wept. Okay? You may wonder what a rooster has to do with the Easter story. For Peter, one of the disciples of Jesus, the sound of a rooster crowing triggered really great sadness in him and caused him to cry. Here's what happened. Peter was one of Jesus' closest friends, and he once promised Jesus that no matter what or how dangerous things might get, that he would always be loyal. Jesus could depend on him, but that began to change when Peter realized that those who planned to kill Jesus might want to kill him too. In fact, Peter was so afraid that he denied even knowing Jesus. Just the evening before, when Peter had promised to be loyal, Jesus told him that he would indeed deny knowing him, not just once or even twice, but 3 times. And in fact, it happened just as Jesus said it would. The rooster was still crowing when Peter remembered what Jesus had said. Before the rooster crows twice, you will deny me 3 times. Peter was so ashamed that he ran away and cried. Okay, but thankfully we serve a God who is forgiving and will take care of us always, even when we might deny him. All right, we have another clue that's going to lead us to egg number 7. However, that is the end of this lesson today. You're going to have to hold on tight and wait until next week to finish the Easter story. Stay tuned.